I'm doing pop culture, celebrity news, Death vs. Heard, stories like that, plus following Marilyn Manson. Wanted to catch up on that a little bit, and I want to talk about something going on Twitter that happened about 2 days ago or 3 days ago. Now, Evan Rachel Wood claims that she's quitting social media. We'll take a look at what she said exactly, but first, let me see a couple of tweets she sent out. This is from Marilyn Manson Uncancelled. Seems like Evan is feeling like Jenny from Forrest Gump fleeing her abusive father because Evan Rachel Wood put out this meme. Well, not a meme, but, a still shot from Forrest Gump. Dear God, make me a bird so I can fly far, far away from here. Now, the first thing I gotta say is this. Okay, if you're abused and you can't come out, I get that. But once you do come out with allegations, especially against somebody famous, and especially when they lose contracts and they lose money, you should want to talk about it. You should be out there to say, hey, I was abused. Let's talk about it honestly. I'll answer all your questions. Obviously, some people are going to be trolling. It's going to happen. However, your general feeling should be openness and availability. Now, before you come out, then I guess, sure, you might run away, you might avoid things, you might dodge things, but Evan Rachel Wood's put it all out there, so it's time for her to answer questions. Seems like she wants to do the opposite, though. And she says this platform is not safe for survivors. I only want to be left alone at this point. And Marilyn Manson Uncancelled says, when things don't work in your favor, just run away and play the victim on your way out. I mean, that's what I'm saying, man. You put the allegations out there, so you have to figure, since you're famous, there's going to be people questioning, people commenting, people talking. So to throw it all out there and create a big mess and then just, run away, I don't think it's very honorable. And this is about how she got into a little scuffle with Eve Barlow, Amber Heard's friend on Twitter, and how people perceived Evan Rachel Wood as calling Amber an abuser, which would be correct if she did. And in a certain way, she did. And also, at the same time, she helped Amber by pointing out a report that was on Amber's side. So it's kind of messy here. But anyway, she defends herself and says, I didn't compare, I was referring to other people's insane logic. They turned it against me anyway. I am going private and soon will be off social media for good. Like I said, she'll be off social media for good? I don't know about that. I think like 90% of the world, she's probably addicted to it. She's just saying that it's an attention play and she'll be back at some point. And then Marilyn Manson Uncancelled says, Evan got a taste of her own medicine and doesn't like it. So here's the thing. Even though you claim you're abused, even though theoretically you're a victim, you've gone through abuse, you shouldn't say things like insane logic. I think you should really keep it professional and very, very non-confrontational. So the logic was, people said, since there's a picture of Amber and Evan Rachel Wood, that they knew each other, they plotted together, this and that. And the thing is, well, it's not too unreasonable to think they had a conversation about defamation because they were together. Now, we can't prove what was said, but we can prove they've met. They were together. So there is proof for a certain amount of what's being said, and that's true. And Evan Rachel Wood just wants to make it like there's no proof for anything, nothing to see here. Everyone's trolls, everyone's harassing me, this and that. But the fact is, we have proof that they met, and it's very reasonable to assume they had a few conversations. They were sitting next to each other. And then, of course, Newsweek has to cover that Evan Rachel Wood clarifies stance on Amber Heard trolling, divides fans. Everything with Newsweek is trolling. The fans are always horrible. The fans are always bad. The fans are always wrong. Evan Rachel Wood and Amber Heard are always on the higher moral standard, and the fans are just these people who are causing trouble. Well, the fact is, the fans make really good points, and that's what Newsweek's hiding from. That's the media's hiding from. They can't do one report on the fans' point of view. Okay, fine. Throw it out there. There's definitely trolls. There's some people, I don't agree with what they're saying. I tell them to calm down, makes us look bad. They're out there. But the large majority is critical in a mature, professional manner, pointing out facts and, like I said before, reasonable speculation. So this is one part I clipped out. that's relevant to what I was talking about Twitter and social media. If you're worried about my feed being flooded with hate, then I would steer clear of headlines that put me in danger, such as these, which are not based on facts, she wrote on her Instagram story. Newsweek has again asked Wood's representatives to comment on this statement. No answer from them. They never do, because not even they trust Newsweek, even though Newsweek's on their side. They don't want to get their words twisted, so that just goes to show how appreciative they are and how trusting they are of people on their side. In another story, Wood added, "No matter what I say, I will be taken out of context." And since social media has proven time and again not to be the place to have nuanced conversations, and the media wants clickbait, especially when you speak out against abuse, I will reinstate my original comment about my stance on the matter, which is no comment. Okay. So, no, not everything you say will be taken out of context. Maybe some things by some people, but the people like Marilyn Manson Uncanceled write 11, 12, even 13, 14, 15-page articles on whatever Racheal Wood said. Not one clip out of context and then a couple of words on it. So there are definitely people out there, like Colonel Kurtz also, getting the full context as much as they possibly have and making intelligent judgments. As far as a platform not being safe, I guess she's talking about psychologically that theoretically victims will get bullied, which is complete BS. Nobody bullies victims that are legit. If people have photos that are real, if they've got audio, police reports, if they've really got the evidence, people don't just go after victims. That's ridiculous. That's gaslighting. That's smear. It's a terrible thing to say. So for you guys on Evan Rachel Wood's side, sorry, I just don't really get it at this point. Where's the evidence? Send it to me. Send it to Tug. Send it over to Colonel Kurtz. Send it over to Marilyn Manson Uncanceled. We'll be happy to take a look. But so far, it's people's theories on things Manson said in interviews, song lyrics, his books, and things like that, which just doesn't stand in court. Sorry to say. That's speculation and opinion. I'll be the first one to jump on Evan Rachel Wood's side if that evidence comes out. I've got a family member close to me who knows her from her music background, and you know, I'd actually rather not say negative things about her, especially on a public forum. But the evidence ain't there, and I see some, kind of shady things going on. If you're not subscribed here, consider it. And if you don't subscribe, I'll be sad, but I'll get over it. Done here for now. See you next time.